loves, this is Aldea, and today I'm going to give you the ranking of the last 10 palettes that I tried. Actually, no, this is not entirely true because I've been wanting to film that video for quite some time now and I never get the opportunity to do it. So since I did this ranking in my head, I did try a few more palettes. But yeah, now is the time for you to see this ranking. So I have the 10 palettes right in front of me. I'm going to go from my least favorite one to my favorite. I immediately knew which one was going to be in the bottom, and then in the middle I had an idea. I knew what the top 3 was going to be, but I wasn't certain about the order. I'm still not certain about the order that I put them, because like if you ask me in like a month, the order will probably be different in the top 3, but these are definitely the top 3. So let's just get right into it. I have reviews of every palette here except 2, but I will tell you when I get to these. So let's just start. I'm going to go a little bit on the side so I'm able to show you swatches and the looks that I did do with each palette. So the first palette, so the 10th place, will probably not be a surprise to you if you've already followed my channel. This is the Lethal Cosmetics Serpentine palette. She looks like this, and this is... I don't remember the last time I did buy a Lethal palette, but I used to love them. Like, they used to be one of my favorites. And this is the first time that I buy a already made palette. Like, you know, the pens are not removable. The ones that I already own have magnetic pens. And I so wanted to love this because I love this color story. I used to love Lethal Cosmetics. I thought this one was so very interesting, and yeah, I really wanted to love it. My issue with this is I think that the matte formula is okay. It's not my favorite. I can't really say that it's bad, except for this one. And I think that for a shadow to look that impactful in the pen, it has to be impactful on your lid, because when you look at the palette, it really stands out. And if it doesn't show up the way that it looks like this on your eyes, yeah, you really lose some points here. The color story is beautiful, as I said. You have some neutral options. You can go very green, you can go very pink burgundy, you can mix everything up. You have a beautiful gradient from dark to mid-tone to light. Nothing bad to say about it. For the shimmers, same thing. All of these look beautiful in the pen, and most of these look beautiful on the eyes as well, but it wasn't as special as I wanted. Some of them are not as pigmented as I wished, and after I did swatch them, can you tell that it looks hard panned, like this one in particular, like all 3 if I'm not mistaken. And after I did the swatches, most of the time I do my swatches at the end of my review. After doing so, like, can you tell how little product I'm able to pick up now? It's so weird. Well, this one is still okay, but both of these, can you tell that I almost cannot pick any product? It's crazy to me. Like, oh, okay. So this one, great. This one, nothing happens. Like, okay, there are 2 sparkles. And this one, can you see that? How crazy is this? So I did, I think 4 looks in my review. I will link it up here if you want to see it. And after that, I tried 1 look. Yes, I did 1 look, I remember. And I thought it was okay. Maybe I did use this one, I can't remember. These are okay, not the same formula, not as thin, but I think that they still swatch okay. Yes, they do. Yeah, but well, yeah, that's this. It's not doing it for me, and it's crazy that after only like 5 uses, I'm not able to use most of the shimmers in the palette. Like, that's not okay. And also, most of these did crease on me, and I'm very used to shimmer creasing on me, but the ones from Little used to not crease at all, and which is why they were such favorites to me. And yeah, these do crease. Well, if I remember correctly, this one did not crease. I think that this one did not crease when I used it, and these did crease like a little bit, but it was okay. Both of these did crease a lot. So yeah, overall, this is the only palette in this ranking that I'm really considering decluttering. And yeah, it really is a bummer because I wanted to love this one so badly, and I really didn't. Then the ninth one is going to be the Titanium Foxes Crying by the Horses palette. I really adore Titanium Foxes in general. This is their first really neutral palette, and it's still a neutral but interesting, you know, because you have some greens. I'm moving for the swatches. You still have some greens, you still have some browns, you have some purple-ish. It's still very versatile, and I really enjoyed using it. The reason that it's here is because I rarely wear neutrals. Well, not as neutral as these, so it's not my perfect palette, but there is nothing wrong with the color story. It's so beautiful. The matte formula is probably my favorite in my whole collection. As I already said, I just love Titanium Foxes for their mattes. They are incredible. And their shimmer formula is very beautiful as well. I just don't really love both of these, both of these shades. They were a little bit, well, creasy first, and not as fine as what I really enjoy from Titanium Foxes. It's still a beautiful palette, and now I used to always wear the NYX glitter primer, and since a few weeks, I would say, I've been trying other methods to keep my eyeshadow from creasing, and I'm realizing that many times when I use another primer than a NYX glitter primer, the shadows stay really better. And I used that one this week or last week to really see if it changed something, and I used that one on purpose, and it still creased. I think it creased later in the day, and it was not like horrible. So yeah, keep that in mind. It really depends on the eyeshadow primer that you are using, and also of course of the shape of your eye, of your skin type, everything. Some people don't crease at all, whatever formula they use. But yeah, I'm just giving you my experience. Also, I really love this row because I think it really gives a more interesting twist to this neutral palette. This is a pink iridescent. This one is an iridescent as well, but it goes really blue. It's like not as thin as I love, but it's still a beautiful in a corner. And this one is a very intense blue green, and I think you can really change up the vibe of the look with using this one. So still a very beautiful neutral palette. If this is your vibe, I really recommend that one. If you are not against the fact that some eyeshadow may crease on you, like both of these did crease on me, so this is also why it did lose a few points. but I'm still really happy to have this one in my collection. Then in 8th place, we have a palette that I don't have a review on. This is the Blend Bunny and Maypeng Rotten palette. It's an all matte palette. I'm so glad I got to buy it. At the moment, it is not complete because I did use a few of these shades to do BYOPs, and to be honest, this is the reason that I bought this palette in the first place, because I wanted these colors to have as a singles in my collection. So this is mainly why I'm going to use this palette, but I still did some looks here with this one only, or adding a few other colors like these as base and add shimmers, or do a look, and if I'm missing something I will go into this one. So I think this will be a beautiful companion palette. There are shades inside that I really don't have in my collection otherwise. The formula is beautiful, the press point is great, and yeah, you can really do beautiful color combinations and really interesting ones, even though I'm most likely not going to use it as a palette. But yeah, I'm ranking it as a palette, the color combination were very beautiful. Then in 7th place, we have the Beautymoon Cosmetics Medusa palette. And this is the first time that I try Beautymoon Cosmetics. This color story, of course, was going to seduce me. I'm really into purple and green, for those of you who don't know. And this one is, it really is like a grungy dream. It's dark, it's moody. You can do many color combination. Of course, it's still going to stay into the green and purple realm, even though you have some more reddish tones here and also yellows. I really loved using this one. I really enjoyed the matte formula. I really enjoyed the shimmer formula, even though some of these are really satin. I don't hate satins. I know some people do, but I think that they have their purpose, and I really enjoy them. And I enjoy I enjoy satins more when they are like an impactful color. Like this one is more of a satin, and if it was a more boring color, like this one really stands out in comparison to the other color in the palette, which is why I like it as a shimmer. But if it was like a very goldy, bronzy color story and this one was in there, I would think it was boring. Do you know what I mean? I think it's not boring as a satin in this color story. Okay. I enjoyed most of their shimmers. The shifts of them, like the ones that are shifty, I think it's this one is, and this one, which is more of a topper but still beautiful. This one is a satin, this one as well. This one is a little bit, it's not a glitter, but it's very sparkly. This one is a sort of duochrome or multichrome, but with a dark base. Like, it's more that it is a dark base, and then the shimmers on top are a very different color, and yeah, it has a shift. Like right here you see it kind of red, and do you see the green here? Maybe you can't, but I do. So yeah, really enjoy that one. The reason that it's not higher and up in the ranking is because I think that having these three was not necessary. I enjoy all of these shades, but these three are not different enough. So maybe like a lighter purple, maybe another shimmer. I don't know. I don't know what would have been the best, but at least one of these could have been not green or not that similar. So yeah, or this could have been edited a little bit down, but yeah, I don't know. I still really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the looks that I did with it, and it really makes me want to buy more from Beautymoon Cosmetics. And also the price point is really great. Like, yeah, if you are more on a budget, Beautymoon Cosmetics is a beautiful brand that you can check out. Then in sixth Then in sixth place, every time I'm gonna struggle with that one, we have a new brand that I did try. Well, this review is old, but it was the first palette that I tried from the brand, and it's the Sinful Echoes Lotus Bloom palette. First of all, a little moment for the packaging, like so beautiful every time. Sinful Echoes, yeah. The color story looks like this, and the pens are removable, as you can tell. I'm not always a big gradient person. I think it keeps me from being creative, but I think this one is really well made. It's really nice to look at, and the gradient is really beautifully done. Like, you have really dark options and more of mid-tone to light options. It's not too light for me. Pastels don't always look the best on me, and the shimmers are beautiful, and this made me realize how much I enjoy Sinful Echoes shimmers. If you struggle with creasing, go and try Sinful Echoes, because like I have many shimmers from them, like many. I have like 15 or something like this, and these are some of my favorites in my collection because they are so impactful, and most of them don't crease at all, like no creasing at all after like 12 hours a day. And yeah, sorry, but if you haven't tried Sinful Echoes yet, you really should. That's what I'm trying to say. This is not sponsored, but yeah, let me just express my love for the brand. Same thing, the reason this one is not higher is just because these tones are not the one that looks the best on me, especially this type of bright blues. I have more of a warm undertone, so of course this color story is not the one that's going to blend the best on me. But thanks to this shade, which is so smart to have added in this palette, I can really blend the edges for the eye look to, you know, blend better in my skin tone. And yeah, I really love that. Yeah, every time that I did a look, I enjoyed it. I did one look in my review that I was not a fan of. Let me take that back. But it's mostly because it was the type of blues that weren't for me, I think. And it's not their first palette. I think this one is the second palette they ever made. And I think the shimmers are on point, but they can work a little bit on the matte formula, and I still really enjoy it. But yeah, if they have to work on something, I would say work on the matte a tiny bit, because they are not like the easiest and fastest to work with to blend. They do blend, they do work, but it's not the fastest formula in my collection. But yeah, it's still a beautiful one. Then in fifth place, we are staying with Sinful Echoes with the collaboration with Pigments of the Arcane palette. Same thing, a little pause for the packaging. And this is the color story. This color story really speaks to me way more than the Lotus Bloom one. I really love it. I love every color combination that you can do with it, like the blues with the oranges, the blues with the greens, the blues with the browns with, like, everything is so beautiful. Like these two and these two and these and that, and yeah, I think that you cannot do a bad color combination with that one. I enjoyed the matte formula a bit more in that one than in the Lotus Bloom, and I loved the shimmers. I also bought the singles that were in that collection. The only one that I don't like is this one because it's too thin to me. For me, like, it's not too thin of a formula overall. It's still beautiful, and it just that it does crease on me quite fast, but these very thin shimmers usually do. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed about this, but yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful color story, and yeah, I'm more likely to reach for that one than the Lotus Bloom. I'm so really glad that I bought this one. Congratulations to Pigments of the Arcane for this beautiful collab, and yeah, the whole collection was beautiful. Then in fourth place we have the Chromebook Volume 2 from Dede Signature, which looks like this. I've been really thinking before I bought that palette because it's an all shimmer palette and almost all shimmer palette, and I rarely ever use all shimmer palettes, but these three mattes sold me on the palette, as well as the shimmers of course, but it really made me think, oh okay, there are three mattes, three of my favorite colors to wear, and yeah, I think that will make me use that palette. And I was right. First of all, let me say that the pens are magnetic, so I can also use these as singles, which is another reason that maybe, you know, take the leap and buy this. I've been really using that one when I was in the rush. Well, when I am in a rush. This is a very easy palette to use. I take one matte. I really adore the Dede Signatures matte. They are really easy to blend and they are so beautiful and pigmented, and you can do a whole look with just one eyeshadow because it blends so effortlessly. I love it. And then add one or two shimmers or how many you want, and I'm good to go. So this is the way that I used it most times when I was in a rush. This is a palette that I will go to, and this is why it ranked higher in the ranking, because the formula is beautiful. All of the shimmers are so beautiful. Some of them do crease on me, let me say that still. But a very easy palette to use, and so it's really is one that I keep on my vanity, and when I have no inspiration or when I don't have any time, I will just grab that one or two shadows, no, like one matte, one or two shimmers, and I'm good to go. And yeah, really, really beautiful. I'm so glad I finally decided to buy it. And I will probably use it for BYOPs as well. Then my top three. Let me tell you, I did rank all of these, like it's been weeks since I have them, you know, stacked on my vanity, waiting to have a moment to film. And the top three were not in that order. I changed it just before I filmed, but every time that I would look at it, I was like, I'm not sure this is the top three. Like, I'm not sure it's that order. And now that I changed it, I'm thinking, yeah, is it really the right order? I don't know. All of these could be number one. All of these are so, so beautiful. I'm so glad I have each of these. And yeah, let me just go into it. I have reviews on all three as well. Yeah, all of these are so beautiful. They all deserve the first place. So today's third one, which might not be tomorrow's third one, but let's just go with it. So the third place goes to Artittude's Cosmetics Submerged palette. And yeah, it looks like this. Did I already mention that I really enjoy green and purple together? Maybe. And yeah, of course, when I saw that one, I fell in love with it. I already knew that I loved Artittude's Cosmetics formula. I really love their mattes. I really love their shimmers. They are always so beautiful. Their color stories are always so well done. Most of their shimmers last very well on me. Yeah, and this one really had to be mine. This is moody, this is dark, this is the color story is everything. All of the shimmers are special, which is most of the time I think that they have like some just, you know, metallics or satins, but in these all of them are duochromes or multichromes. And yeah, all of them are so beautiful. These pans are magnetic as well. And yeah, it's still dark. It's not very easy to do a light look with this one. Well, you can use like maybe this one and this one. These are the lightest shades. And yeah, maybe with these two shimmers, but most of them are still quite dark, which I still really enjoy. I prefer to have a darker palette than a lighter palette. And yeah, all of these are so beautiful. They work beautifully together. You cannot do a bad color combination either. And now that I look at it, I think it deserves to be higher up, but this top 3 is really top notch. I really enjoy this one. The reason that today I decided to give it a 3rd place and not higher up is because the top 2 is more versatile than this one. This has still some versatility, don't get me wrong, but the top 2 are like really versatile. And this is the only reason that this one is not higher. Beautiful palette, beautiful brand. Big love from me. Then in 2nd place we have the Titanium Fox's Dying Day palette. Before I before I sat right now to actually film, this one was the 1st place. And yeah, now it's 2nd. This is the color story. This one really took me by surprise because these are not the tones that I usually go for. And yeah, using this palette, I really discovered a love for these tones. Well, in this palette, the mattes of Titanium Foxes, I'm gonna repeat myself, my favorites. The shimmers are so beautiful, and in this one I don't think that any of the shades did crease. Maybe these a tiny bit, but these 3 are the formula that I prefer from Titanium Foxes. It's a little bit thinner, it's a little bit less impactful, but it does not crease at all. It's so thin and beautiful, and I love these. These tones, like I love these so much, and you can really do beautiful color combination. I love this one, and I didn't expect to love this one as much. It's just I'm sorry, I'm at loss for words here. I cannot say anything more than this one is so beautiful. Every time that I did a look with it, I loved it. And these muted blues are really not what I usually wear, light pinks like this either, but every time that I did use it, I loved it. So I really love trying palette that get me out of my comfort zone, and this one did. And the formula is so beautiful. Titanium Foxes had my heart from the beginning, like from the first time that I tried it, which is not that long ago. It was in 2025 with the Poppy Storm palette, but since then I've bought every palette they released, and I will continue to do so because this is such a favorite brand, and also a French one. For those of you who don't know, I'm French, and yeah, it has a special place in my collection. If you follow my channel, you already know what is the number 1. Yeah, It's another Titanium Foxes palette. This is the Shivering Owls palette, and this one took me even more by surprise than the Dying Day palette, because when I saw the reveal of on that palette, I was like, wow, this is not my comfort zone. I'm going to buy it because it's Titanium Foxes, because they already did impressed me in the past and really made me you know, fell in love with a color story that I did not think that I would fall in love with. And so I did buy it, and oh my god, like, this palette is so special. I used it what? So yeah, my cat wants to be in the finale as well. Okay, so maybe you are going to hear her purr, do you? Well, maybe it will relax you for the end of the video. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. So yeah, that one really took me by surprise. I'm not that much into blues usually, as I already said. And yeah, the big pops of colors here really kind of scared me. I'm touching my cat at the same time, sorry. And actually, when I used it, these pops of colors, I could not stop using them. Like, I always take that palette because I want that pop. I really loved pairing the blues with the browns as well. You also have some green options, some warmer options, and this is such a special palette. Many shimmers have a blue flip, which I didn't think I would enjoy that much, but I really did. Like, this one really took me by surprise. When I did my review, some of these shimmers did crease, which made the palette lose a few points. But I was using the NYX Lit Primer. But now that I stopped using it, I used it 2 days ago, I think, and I used that one which used to crease, and it almost did not crease. So yeah, I want to use it more and see if the other ones that did crease a bit do crease still or not. But this one, like, every time that I look at it, I'm like mesmerized by it. So beautiful. Yeah, every time that I could look at it. Okay, so this was my ranking. Actually, if you watched my whole collection from 2025 ranking, I can link it up here as well. You will probably see that some of these palettes were ranked then, and the ranking is a little bit different. For example, in the last year's ranking, this one was on top of that one, and now I switched it. So yeah, just keep in mind that rankings are not, you know, permanent. You can always change your mind, and you can discover new color combinations, you can discover new techniques that will make you fall more or less in love with a palette. Your tastes are going to change sometimes. Like, for a few weeks I've been loving to use blue eyeshadows, and like for not a whole week but a few days in a row I was doing something blue, which is really not my habits. So just so you know, this is what it looks like now. My idea of the quality will probably not change, but about the color story, it's, you know, it's the way that it is today. If you ask me in a month, it will probably be different. So hopefully you liked this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Do you own any of these? Are you surprised of my ranking? Do you also rank your collection? If you do, let me know in the comments and I will go and watch your videos. Thank you so very much for watching. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.